Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. And in fact, you can see it's nighttime because it's quite dark outside, and I can decide to, turn on the lights in my car, but I shall refuse to for absolutely no reason. So this is what you get for now. Right. So yes, and before I forget to mention this, it's day 250. So yeah, as I said, I will mention the day of the video in the video itself, so it's a bit more nicer, a bit more authentic. So if I do forget to mention the day in the video, make sure that you comment and let me know. Hold me accountable for my actions. I give you the responsibility for this. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the camera straight for this. Okay, so I give you the responsibility of my actions. If I do anything wrong, it's gonna be your fault because it's your responsibility from now on, right? So yes, there's no option you have for this case. This is what you have to do if you're watching my videos. So yeah, thank you for watching once again. So yeah, anyways, today's video, what I wanted to talk about, uh, I'm not going to be reading a comment, but there's something that I wanted to discuss for a bit. Okay, I did this thing again. Okay, what thing? So I was watching my videos recently, and I'm a weirdo for that because why would I watch my own videos? But I decided to, watch them. Oh, I did it again. So I watched them, and I realized that I do repeat these words quite a lot, right? And the first most common word that I repeat is, you know. Now you get why I'm frustrated. So I say quite a lot, and I also add filler noises in between my sentences quite a lot. So this video is with the sole purpose, with that mindset that I will improve upon this and get better at communicating and speaking sentences, right? So this is me in action with those things in mind, is to not say and to not use filler sounds. And what are those filler sounds? It's I just said it's so difficult, like it really is, because you do it subconsciously, but you see my whole point. So and the filler noises, these are the filler noises that I do quite a lot in my video. So it can be a bit annoying, I know. So I'm trying to improve upon this. So this is my attempt at doing this as best as I can, so that my sentences are cohesive and smooth like butter, right? So yeah, this is me doing it. And I've actually seen one video which talks about exactly this thing. And actually, not exactly this thing, but something related to this. So, again, human psychology, right? What humans tend to do is when someone is asking a question or when someone is having a conversation, in fact, the other person who is about to, I just said, it's like engraved in my brain at this point. So, yeah, I was trying so hard not to say it again. But when the second person is about to speak, right? So in their brain or in their mind, they want to speak as quick as they can so that they sound like they have an answer ready for the question or the sentence that the other person has spoken, so that, should I just stop this video? Anyways, let's just not interrupt. So they have this tendency, right? That, okay, I have to speak fast when I'm asked a question so that I look smart. I look like my head is not empty. But rather, in fact, you speak much more sense if you take like 5 seconds of a break and really try to frame a sentence in your head in that given time frame, right? So it might seem like there's silence, it might look awkward to you, but in fact, it makes you look more wise, if that makes sense. So, for example, if someone asks you a question like, what do you think about the government of this country? And me, as a person who's replying, he has to go like, or she has to go like, hmm. Okay, so within this period of silence, you are gonna frame a sentence which is make sense, which is gonna make sense basically, and you get this time frame so that you can have some bullet points in your head about what you are gonna speak about, right? So this is actually a good method to speak about things in a brilliant way so that you look more prepared. Even though you are taking a minute of silence, it's not gonna make you look stupid, you know? So yeah, just take your time with it. Do not reply instantly to make yourself look smart. And that's basically how it's all gonna come together, right? So take your time with it. Do not be in a hurry, because when you try to speak as fast as you can, you're not gonna make sense, right? So take your time with it, build up the sentence in your head, and then execute them instead of trying to look over smart and speak the way you want to speak, right? So yeah, but for me this does not apply, because you see, I'm thinking about topics instantly in a brief second, right? In a jiffy, in a jiffy. Is that a word? It sounds like a word. In a jiffy, right? People say that for instant, like in a jiffy. I'm gonna do something in a jiffy, right? So I don't know why I'm yapping too much in this session, but this is the yapathon for you, and I'm signing off. So all in all, in summary, take your time when asked a question. It doesn't make you look stupid. In fact, it makes you look more wise and prepared. Thank you for watching.